Hello everyone. Today we're gonna be going through each church we went to. We're doing like a church church tier list. You wanna do that?
Yeah.
Since you can do you first and me last.
Okay.
Oh no, I went. I have last. Do you want me to go first then?
Most of these churches we've gone to together.
So the first one I have listed for me is a Lutheran. LCMS. We went to a Lutheran church with her. Is it like your best friend? You can say your best friend. We went to a LCMS church with her best friend. If I were to rate it, we can rate each church out of 10. How about that? If I would rate it out of 10, I would give it like an 8, a 7 or an 8. I think it was kind of awkward being there because we couldn't really do anything with we couldn't take the communion there because they do closed communion, and
but you can go for a blessing.
You can go for a blessing, but we didn't really know what to do. It was kind of all structured, sort of like a Catholic church, but we didn't really know what to do there. But Brooklyn, I'll give it a 7 or 8, 7.5.
I've been multiple times. I've done lots of things with them because a couple of my friends went there, a couple of my friends from high school.
Was closer.
So I've been to a lock-in there, and that was pretty crazy. But the services are definitely a lot different than
They
what
lock
I'm
you
used
in
to.
and indoctrinate you and what you need to know. I'm just kidding.
They're a lot different than I'm used to, but again, I've been to a lot of different churches, so it wasn't bad. I'd say it was probably 7 or 8 too.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna go in the future, but we might go to an ELCA. That's more of like a liberal one. Not liberal in like politics, but liberal in like not conservative theology.
Like women pastors?
Stuff like that, yeah. Women pastors, gay marriages, stuff like that. But I think it's because they're not confessional Lutherans. That means they don't hold to their confessions, which is like their creeds, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But I think we might go there eventually. And I did see some pictures, and it looks very interesting. We were gonna go to a Unitarian Universalist church.
We just haven't gone yet.
We haven't gone. I'm super excited.
I had that like that so that way you'd see open.
Oh, I thought you're right.
But a Unitarian Universalist church is not. Unitarian Universalist is not.
Tongue twister.
They're not real Christians.
Because no, they're not. They don't hold to the
believe
Nicene Council.
Stuff.
Yeah. Sorry.
Why is she walking like that?
I don't know. She honestly.
She walks really silly.
She kind of reminds me of like Mean Girls. Like that movie. Like that's entirely her. But I'm fucking kind of.
We call her Peeve. Because she's peeved all the time.
So I was trying to get her away for you. Okay, second church. Wow, this is gonna take a long time. It's 33 minutes. So we went to, it was one church, but we went to two different,
it's one denomination.
One denomination, but I don't know, you call them two sects, I guess, of it. Oh,
she can be up there.
And I didn't want her to hit the phone, though. It was RPNA. I think that's what it is, Reformed Presbyterian. Church of North America, or RPCNA, that's what it is. Pencil that in.
We don't really have to.
I think it's, if I heard right, it's more of like it's more conservative what they originally taught in like I started the it's like the original Scotland Presbyterian where they don't do any musical instruments. It's more like
they just
they only sing. You only do the worship out of the Old Testament, like how they define worship in the Old Testament. But it was pretty nice, conservative. Oh, sorry, I thought I was falling. No one's over 50 there. I mean, maybe like 1 or 2 people, but everyone was super young. It's because it was a college town we were going to. Mm-hmm. But oh my gosh, I wish there was some. I don't know. I will never usually say this. I like a lively child. I don't know how to pronounce that. That sounds kind of weird. Lively youth in a church, but if there's no older people, I don't know how I feel about that, you know? Because it makes you feel like they're not staying around for a long time.
There were old people.
But there wasn't a lot. There's only just parents that were old. It wasn't like grandmas and grandpas.
There were a few. No, but I think...
that's what I said. Yeah,
I think it's a newer,
oh, you're right,
becoming a church. So I think that's why there's not as many.
Yeah, they only started recently. And then we went, in our local town, we have a PCUSA church. I didn't think it was going to be conservative or liberal because we're a really conservative town. Mm-hmm. We live in the country. But
the biggest difference is basically using instruments in service, like in worship.
Yeah, but they played from like music. I don't know, they recorded like a video.
They had
and
like
they
the
play
old
it
recordings.
because there was no one there, and everyone is over 70 or 60. There's so many old people.
I'd say some were probably in their 50s.
But still, that's old.
I think there were
No
only
offense.
2 people. There was one who was probably our age, and then there was another girl. She kind of looked like she was the same age, but she could have been older.
Yeah.
But they were all over 50.
Super old. And they were saying, oh, we're just praying for an organ player and a pianist. And he kept saying pianist like he was saying penis, but it was pretty funny.
He said it really weird because
They were
it's
like pianist.
It's pianist, but he was like
Pianist.
he wasn't
It was like that.
He was like really enunciating every
Pianist.
word. It wouldn't sound like that.
It didn't sound like that. You said, oh, who mind? It's naughty mind, I guess. Our third one is we all went to the same. She went to more churches than I have, but we all went to the same churches, sort of.
Yeah, the Lutheran church. So we've been to the
Lutheran,
Lutheran and 2 different
I'll
Presbyterian. Churches.
shoot it over the screen.
Yeah, there are 2 different Presbyterian churches. Like
I do timestamps too if I want to do that. Third one is
yellow diamonds in the light, and we're standing side by side as you
Church of the Nazarene. Pretty sure that's pronounced. So apparently it's a split off of Pentecostal, Methodist, Baptist, and 20,000 more denominations.
That's a joke. It's really mainly just a split off of 2 different denominations.
Is it Pentecostal and Baptist? Or Methodist, right? Yeah. Pentecostal and Baptist.
Because they believed that those churches were not following the Bible the way they should be.
They didn't believe in entire sanctification enough. I think that's what it was. Is they didn't have a strong enough view of entire sanctification.
They believed they weren't following the Bible close enough, and so they split off.
You're probably right.
Oh wait, it was from the Wesleyan Church too.
You're right. Yeah, I thought it was from like 5 or 6 or 7. But
we've been to a Wesleyan church, just not a church service. It was a funeral.
Oh yeah, that was quite the time. The church was actually really big. I don't expect those like smaller denominations to have big churches, but they really do.
Wesleyan isn't small.
Is it really not?
We literally go to a Wesleyan college.
I thought it was still a small. I'd never heard of it before.
We go online.
Yeah. But we have homework due tonight. That's literally terrible. Okay. We can actually do an announcement or a major announcement video or like our major video.
Okay, well, let's talk about that later.
I'm always interested in people's majors are. I think my major problem is the music there. Absolutely horrible. It feels like punk. It feels like concert music. I don't like concert music. I like more liturgical churches. But we listened to like a song for like 5 weeks in a row. What song was that?
I can't remember.
It was Awesome God. That was one of the songs.
But it wasn't the normal.
It was a terrible remix.
It wasn't the normal version.
No, it was horrible. And you couldn't really hear any of it. And they cut out the Sodom and Gomorrah part of the original song. Because that's the only really part I like. I'm pretty sure they cut it out.
Adam, that song wasn't Awesome God, like just the Awesome God song. It was like part of Awesome God. He only put in part of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like his own song.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. But I didn't really like it that much, to be completely honest. But
we're talking about the church that I grew up in.
The next one is my church I grew up in, so you can ragdoll on it if you want to.
I like my church. I would give it probably a 7 or an 8 as well.
Jeez.
Partly just because I did grow up in it, and so I'm used to it.
I don't think it's a bad church by any means.
We do have more liturgical music, like he's talking about. Like we do sing hymns.
Hymns, yeah.
We sing 2 hymns usually, and then we'll do our offering, and then we'll do.
Dead.
We'll do our 2 songs. We go. So me, Adam, my brother, and a few of the older ladies in our church will go up on the stage. Our microphones are not turned on.
No, they're not. They used to be.
Yeah, I do have a few issues with my church. That's why it's not like a 10. But yeah. That's all I'll say.
And then the fourth one is my church. Really important news. Should we announce this right now? So we're recording 2 videos right now, so this might not be I think I'm gonna publish this one tomorrow.
So if you see us wearing the same clothes in 2 different videos, it was the same day.
Yeah, it's not. We wear the same clothes multiple days in a row. We know we do, but this is not.
If they
usually,
don't get too dirty.
Yeah,
wear them again.
Even though they get dirty, I mean, these inside out. You know the underwear technique, but yes, her doctor appointment just got canceled. You want to announce that?
It's rescheduled. The doctor wasn't able to come in today, I guess. So now it's next month instead of today.
Yeah, but church announcement. Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you. You got
that's
So, church announcement. Fourth church I grew up in. Are you talking? Oh, God. Non-denominational.
Spacey, I've been lost inside a daydream. These hopes of mine could really break me.
Denominational. I mean, come on, everyone has one around them. Mine was more like literally most non-denominational churches are Baptist churches. Mine was basically a Baptist church. We didn't really hold to any like important views of like the sacraments, if you want to call them that, or ordinances if you are Baptist. But I mean, but in my church it was a little different. Brooklyn said she didn't have to get baptized before she took communion. In my church, you had to get at least like an approval from your parents or to get baptized before you can take communion.
Well, in my church, you had to understand why you were taking communion.
You couldn't be like a 5-year-old doing it, you know?
Actually, I don't know if my church holds to that or if that was just my parents' belief. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know a lot of the theology because a lot of my children's church growing up was just...
But I think my church actually recently changed
super educational.
Yeah. Catechesis is very bad in these low churches.
But I'm sure they're good in some churches.
We're just really
was
country.
Very small.
Yeah, we're very in the country. We don't really have a population of like 2,000. Is it 2,000 to 3,000?
Your church probably does a better job of teaching.
They probably do not have a bad job. I mean, they have like a child district, or wing. But mine was you had to get baptized. This is when I was young. You had to get baptized to be able to take communion. So, oh geez. So I actually got baptized in a YMCA, the therapy pool. And I found out later it was like for people with depression, like a warm water helped them feel like hugged or something. I don't know. My dad told me that. I was like, oh,
your dad's probably lying to you.
He definitely was. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. Do you know there's like videos of the parents like traumatizing their kids, like the Codeco video we watched, the mannequins, like randomly think about it when you're 10 years later. I think that's not true, but Codeco's very good. Funny. Shout out to Codeco. I mean, this is kind of a small YouTuber, so, but yeah. So non-denominational, if I give it out of 10. When I was younger, I was really like critical about it because I was in like that was the phase of like, oh, I need to go super traditional, orthodox all the way. You know what I'm talking about, Brooklyn?
I never had that phase, but
I remember I think it's a boy thing. I think it really is a boy thing. But if I would give it a rating now, it'd probably be like a 6.
Nerds. They're cleaning each other.
Yeah. If I had to get a rating now, it'd be like a 6 or 7 out of 10. Everyone is super friendly. What?
The cat, Scobie looked like she was trying to take a nap on Lena's tail, and Lena got mad at her. Started biting her. I'll
give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. I think it's really nice. I think everyone there is super sweet. The pastor's nice. We just recently got like a leadership role in it, which is kind of weird because I'm not a member there anymore. And she's never been a member. I think it's because I grew up in their like youth program, and I was like.
We do a lot of stuff with our church.
Yeah, and they told
with this church. I mean.
Yeah, they told me when I was younger I'm really good with like helping out kids, and I don't know how they saw that about me. I'm definitely not.
Some kids are just that way.
Some kids are. Who knows? Okay. Fifth church.
Wait, you didn't.
Oh, you can go. Sorry, I was thinking because I grew up.
Yeah. Adam. No, Adam. We only go one Sunday a month to his church because he helps in the children's wing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And then we'll be helping with the youth program on Sunday nights. But I sit with his parents during it, and it's pretty similar. His church holds a lot of the same beliefs as my church.
Like pretty close.
They're pretty much.
It's Eastern Orthodox. Church. Oh my gosh, I hated this church. Like a 4 out of 10. Super smoky. It's like some teenage boys when like hotboxed the entire church. It was incense actually, and then the priest would walk around, the father, if you want to say that. He would walk around and he would boom, 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 and then he would just chang it out or swing his little thing at us. Not weird, but it was too
like
stinky.
The things that Catholic churches have.
It's just burning incense.
And they like
incense
shake
burner.
it.
It was an incense burner. That's what it was.
They shake it and like they swing it.
Like the Taylor Swift song, yeah. But it was just so bad. I mean, it smelled bad. You stood for 3 hours long, and then at the very end, you finally take communion, and then you can't even do it. And then I just sat down. I almost would have got a blessing, but I was like, after all that time, I want to take my rest where I can get it. You know, I am not made for standing for 3 hours. Of course, if I thought that was right, I would stand for 3 hours, but unfortunately, I don't. Not unfortunately, but still. And I don't really have much to say about that. You can take it over.
So it was not terrible. Like, I don't know. I don't want to diss on anybody's church, but
I'll diss on church.
well, I guess there are some churches on this one, but not this one. Yeah, we went for the liturgy and the service, or maybe those are the same thing.
Went for liturgy. Liturgy is the service. So yeah.
What's the first? The matin or something like that. Oh, anyway, it was quite. They believe in standing. They do have chairs. Like, you stand in front of a chair the whole time. They believe in standing unless you physically cannot, or if like you're older or a kid, or you have like problems, like with being able to stand. Like, it was a struggle because I'm pretty sure I had POTS at the, like, I have POTS now, like, diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I had it when I went because it was a struggle to stand for the whole time. But yeah, so we stood in front of chairs the whole time. They believe that that's right because they're sacrificing the comfortability of sitting.
That's actually not even a bad reason.
It's not a bad reason, but I think it can be very distracting to be
Yeah,
focused
focus
on like your
leg
legs
cramping.
and how tired they are from standing.
And
it
you do
is
like
very
the side to side motion. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You get to move your legs. Terrible. Keep
It's a
going.
very beautiful church, though. They have lots of pretty
Icons.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe in icons. Like,
Church is
oh,
the
wait,
Catholic.
sorry, I was gonna say one more thing. I forgot.
What?
Unlike the Catholics, like, they have the thing that they swing, but they swing it all up and down all the aisles, and they'll swing it at you, and they'll like swing it out the door and stuff like that. They walk around much more than the Catholic does, because they just walk up and down the one aisle, but the Orthodox priest, he walks all around the whole church.
And then the Catholic Church, this is 6
Let me show you how to move. Let me show you how to get that bad. You ain't never coming last. Fuck your man, you know this gon' make a man. Break that.
Church. Sorry, I'm not trying to be weird.
Oh, you're fine.
The Catholic Church, I would say, so it started out, we walked in, and they had like a little holy water tank we could like dip in and do the sign of the cross. But we didn't do that. I didn't really want to. I didn't think it was my place to do that. So I walked in, we got a row very far back, and we left while they were doing communion because Brooklyn really didn't like it for some reason.
It was giving me a bad headache.
They had incense burning in the back. They didn't really bring in that. They actually were up front swinging it, but they didn't really go back and forth like the Orthodox did.
The only reason I didn't leave the Orthodox church sooner was because I was with my friend.
Yeah.
If I hadn't been, I probably would have left.
Yeah. So that happened, and then we got the altar boys. They were doing some stuff, and then we got scripture reading. I like the choir though; they're pretty good singers. I think it was a lot like the Lutheran. It was like between like a Lutheran and a Presbyterian church, but it makes sense because they came from that. But it was a lot like that. It was like a Lutheran church in the way they have like the choir. I think the Lutherans are very good at singing. Except Bach, he's a Lutheran. But it was like a Lutheran church how it was structured. I would say Lutheran and Catholic are pretty similar. But the only part I didn't like was, actually, I don't know if I didn't like any part. I just thought it was, there's a lot of moving. I don't really know Brooklyn. I don't know.
And we actually went to 2 different Catholic services. We went to a Wednesday night one, I believe, and then a Sunday morning one. And the Wednesday night one we left during communion.
It was like 20 minutes long. It was a daily mass.
I believe. And then on Sunday, we stayed for the whole service.
Oh, you're right,
We stayed
we
through
did.
communion. We stayed for the whole service.
You're right.
For on Sunday.
You're actually cooking. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. Very, very different from how I grew up. Adam's dad actually grew up Catholic.
Yeah, I did. He told me when he was younger, his older brother told him that if the Pope blessed you, you're going to go to heaven no matter what.
I thought that was your uncle.
My uncle told my dad. That's what I just said. My dad's older brother told him that.
No, it wasn't. It was your
Yeah, it
Uncle
was.
Jeff. Your
No,
dad
he
told me it was your
didn't,
Uncle
dude.
Jeff.
No, we didn't. He was talking about his brother. So I was wrong, but
Fact
whatever.
checked.
So
We called his dad.
We need to hurry this video because we only have 12 more minutes before we got to play some Fortnite, and that's going to go in our day in the life video we're going to publish. So if you're watching this video, go back and watch our day in the life, and you can see some epic Fortnite gameplay.
Actually, we don't know which one's going to be posted first.
It's probably this one's going to be posted tomorrow if I do schedule it. No, I might put this one 2 days from now because I don't know if I can upload. I don't know. This will probably be posted the same day as the day in the life, actually.
We don't know. Whatever. If you're watching this one, watch the other one.
Yes, because I'm going to...
If you came from the day in the life,
Came from Day in the Life. Go watch this,
Well, this is a good video
church
to watch.
rating. I think this video is gonna be over 20 minutes if I edit it right. But we had to get off in literally 11 minutes because I need to warm up for Fortnite because I'm planning on getting some dubs. But so Catholic Church, nice. You can rate it really quick. I rated it like a 7 out of 10 or 6 out of 10. I really like it that much. 4, yeah, it was fine. Brooklyn
Don't
can only
speed run it.
we only have 10. We have 10 minutes, so we're a little rushed, but we should be fine. You got the Methodist Church.
Okay. He is not been to a Methodist.
So I'll just shut
I
up.
have only been to a Methodist for Easter services. In where I live, my little town, because my address technically is in this tiny little town. And there are 3 churches in this town. And one's a Baptist, one's a Methodist, and one's a Church of the Nazarene. So we all get together for Easter because there's the Monday, Thursday, there's a Good Friday, and then Easter service Sunday. So we all, every single year, we pick a different one that we do. So I've been to Baptist, Methodist, and Church of the Nazarene, obviously. But only Baptist and Methodist for Easter services. Never anything, not like an actual just everyday service.
So do you do both of those?
Methodist, I don't really know that I can rate the Methodist and the Baptist because I've never been to an actual, regular service.
And I rate the Baptist Church, because I went to the Baptist one too. Wait, did you already finish this? No,
I'm not going to rate them because I haven't been to an actual service, just Easter ones.
We went to a sort of service for an Easter. I guess that's like the main service of the year, though. You know, I would credit that service based off. Me personally, that service has to be defining point of the entire year. But if I would give it a rating, 4, it was pretty bad. I did not like whatsoever. And then finally, we went to a Pentecostal church, but we didn't go for a service. We went for a play date, I guess. I don't know what you call it.
It was like a fall party. One of our friends from our young adult group, she's Pentecostal. And she invited us to come to her. Actually, before I was adopted and I was in foster care, my foster family was Pentecostal. I do not remember it whatsoever, so I can't really rate it because I've never been to a service that I remember. But those are all the churches that we've been to, or all the denominations and stuff. And we will
without me, please.
update you guys when we go to more.
You want to end it out?
Peace.